2:22 p.m. and we are here on our RedZone Weather live video stream where we have now a particularly dangerous situation tornado watch that's just been issued for many counties here in southwest Alabama and also for Escambia and Santa Rosa counties in northwest Florida. So let's go ahead and talk about this PDS tornado watch. And again, this is a PDS watch, particularly dangerous situation. And what that means is you have tornado watches issued many times per year. And when you have a particularly dangerous situation, that means that the atmosphere is primed and ripe for the development of severe weather. In this case, we are watching for potentially some large long track tornadoes across the region. So that's why we've got this PDS watch that's on the board until 10 p.m. for all of these counties. And so for those of you that are just joining us, I want to go through the counties that are included in the watch first. So what I'm going to do is take off the radar data, and RedZone Weather covers all southwest Alabama counties and also our 3 northwest Florida counties. And the only county in our coverage area that is not included is Okaloosa County. So Crestview and Destin, no tornado watch is in effect for your area for now. That's going to change though in the hours ahead. Here's your PDS watch, and let's go through the counties first. You've got Choctaw, Washington, Clark, Wilcox, Monroe, Conecuh, Escambia, Baldwin, and Mobile counties, all in southwestern Alabama, are in. So if I just called out your county, you are included in this PDS tornado watch that's valid until 10 p.m. Again, Escambia and Santa Rosa counties in northwestern Florida also included. So let's go through a few of the cities involved in this PDS tornado watch. You've got Chatham, Thomasville, Fulton, Cyrene, Grove Hill, Jackson, Salitpa, Yarbo, also Butler, Toxie, Pine Hill, Yellow Bluff, Camden, Veredenburg, Monroeville, Uride, Bruton, Atmore, Flomaton, also Canoe, Huxford, Flomaton, Evergreen, Castleberry, included in this PDS tornado watch that's valid until 10 p.m. And also near the coast, you've got many communities included like Daphne, Fairhope, Gulf Shores, Mobile, Bayou La Batre, Bay Minette, Stockton, Citronelle, and Wilmer. So those are all your areas that are now in this PDS tornado watch until 10 p.m. And again, for those of you that are just joining us, I know we've got many folks that are just tuning in to the live stream. This is a particularly dangerous situation, tornado watch. Again, we need to know the difference between a watch and a warning. A watch means that we need to be weather aware and ready to receive those urgent warnings at a moment's notice. A warning means, in the case of a tornado warning, that a tornado has either been sighted, detected, or confirmed by Doppler radar and the trained meteorologists there at the National Weather Service Forecast Office in Mobile. And so we are in the watch stage. This is a very serious watch, and over the next few hours we certainly could have potentially some long track violent tornadoes in the PDS watch zone. Let's put on the radar so you can see exactly what's happening right now. And I will caution you, because all the rain over here in South Alabama right now, not posing any issues. All of this is under severe limits. You may hear an occasional rumble of thunder, but the big action is behind me. To our west, we have severe thunderstorm warnings in progress for southern Mississippi counties. In fact, we'll go over to our other source so we can get a better handle for what's happening. And at the moment, as of 2:26 p.m. here in the Central Time Zone, no portion of any county is under a tornado warning. And so that's certainly good news. This PDS watch box also includes many southeast Mississippi counties, basically from Meridian-Dale to Hattiesburg points south. Also the greater New Orleans area, Mobile, Pensacola, Gulfport, Biloxi, all included in this PDS tornado watch box. And so again, no warnings in effect as of now, but that obviously likely will change in the hours ahead. And so what I want to do is go over, if we can, to another source. And what we're going to do, I want to take you through a few of the parameters here. If you'll go to my laptop, we're going to switch the source so you can see exactly what I'm seeing on my screen. And this is the SPC Meso-Analysis page, and I'm going to get really weather geeky and nerdy with you for a second to take you through a few of the parameters here. You can access this data. All you have to do is go to spc.noaa.gov, and so this is the SPC Meso-Analysis page. And the first thing we're going to look at is our CAPE, or Convective Available Potential Energy. In other words, that's how much instability is in the atmosphere. And so this is surface-based CAPE. And I realize these numbers are probably hard to see, so what I want to do is just tell you a little bit about what's going on here. In terms of instability, that is a critical ingredient for supercell formation and also thunderstorms and tornadoes and that type of thing. So instability values right now over southern Alabama are very near 1,000 joules per kilogram, and so certainly enough to support the development of tornadoes and damaging straight line winds in the hours ahead. We'll look at one more product. This is the supercell composite. And I note that the supercell composite is maxing out right now at a number 2. And understand, anything over a 1 is fairly significant. And in fact, the map behind me is not updating. So what I want to do, let's go back to our radar source, and we will look at the current situation. But bottom line is this. We've got enough CAPE, we've got enough winds about 5,000 feet off the ground in the low-level jet at the 850 millibar mark to support some damaging storms in the hours ahead. Now, let's talk about timing, because I know there's been many questions in terms of when all of this would transpire. Right now, we've got much of the action back over Mississippi and Louisiana. We've had confirmed tornadoes back in Louisiana in places like Prairieville, and also other areas just to the west of the greater Slidell area. We've had tornado warnings with confirmed tornadoes there that has produced a good bit of damage as well. And that threat is going to shift east in the hours ahead. Now, you may be wondering, well, Spinks, you said that the threat starts at 2 p.m. and ends at 2 a.m. That's your 12-hour window, and that's indeed true. Understand, we now have a tornado watch that's been put out basically at 2:20 p.m., and the threat is going to continue basically until 2 a.m. or until that main line of storms passes later tonight. And so the deal is, we're going to be watching the radar for the development of supercells in the hour ahead. I think the core risk for southwest Alabama and northwest Florida will likely happen between 6 p.m. and midnight. And understand, as I've cautioned many times, these storms are not on a timetable, and so we could have action earlier than that. In fact, I would encourage you, all non-essential travel, especially areas in this PDS tornado watch, I would encourage you, if you can cancel it or postpone it, that's probably a good idea, just to take the course of least regret. Tell you what, let's go over to our other graphics product if we can, and look at a few more things. Again, here's your what you need to know, the takeaway here. Long track violent tornadoes are a potential now, especially that we have this particularly dangerous tornado watch situation until 10 p.m. That's what the Storm Prediction Center has issued moments ago, a PDS tornado watch. And again, tornadoes, damaging straight line winds, and also large hail going to be concerns in the hours ahead, 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. So basically, for the next 11 hours and 30 minutes, I need you weather aware. Have a way to receive those urgent warnings. iPhone apps, Android apps, there are plenty on the App Store that will alert you if your area goes under a tornado warning polygon. Also, if you haven't already, go ahead and opt into our RedZone Weather text program. I know many of you have, even today. Tell your friends, tell your family. This is a fantastic free service that allows us to directly communicate with you in ways that we cannot on social media. The deal with social media, it's great. It's a powerful tool, and I'm a huge fan of it, but the bottom line is you don't get all the RedZone posts on Facebook unless you regularly interact with the page on a daily basis, and by interact I mean like, share, and comment. And so RedZone Weather Text takes the middleman of Facebook out of the picture and allows us to communicate directly with you on your cell phone. And it's very easy to opt in. All you have to do is open the text messaging app on your iPhone, Android, Windows Phone, or even feature flip phones and text the word updates to the number 51660. So that's RedZone Weather Text. I've got a new message from the National Weather Service. And again, PDS Tornado Watch going to continue until 10 p.m. That's what the Weather Service is now reiterating to all of their media partners in our NWS chat feed. And again, our moderate risk, this is a level 4 moderate risk that is going to continue basically until midnight. And so the severe weather threat continues for the greater Bruton area and also really for the entirety of southwest Alabama and northwest Florida. In fact, basically from Livingston over to Clanton down to Valley, Alabama, over here in the eastern side of the state, and points south. all of this area has a heightened severe weather risk today, and that's indeed why we have this tornado watch, this PDS tornado watch, that's just been posted for many folks in southwest Alabama and northwest Florida. Mobile, Pensacola, Brewton, Thomasville, all areas in between included in this PDS tornado watch. Let's go back to our radar quickly, and I want to show you exactly what's going on in terms of precipitation right now. You see this big batch of rain back here over Mississippi, lots of lightning. You can see the icons there. The storms and showers out ahead of this main complex behind me are not producing as much lightning. And so I've had a few questions in terms of, well, will the rain dampen the atmosphere enough to make the severe weather threat potentially subside? And the answer to that is probably no. Again, we could have some serious storms, and that's why this PDS watch has been issued. The guys at SPC are trained in terms of issuing these watches, and they do a fantastic job. And so if they say we've got a PDS watch, that's a very big deal. You're talking top 5% of tornado watch boxes that are issued in a given year. So this is a very serious situation, and it's going to continue over the next few hours. Now, if we have tornado warnings for any of our 7 southwest Alabama counties or any 3 of our northwest Florida counties, we will come back on the live stream. But for now, what we're going to do is end the live stream, and if we have warnings, I will send out another Red Zone Weather text letting you know that we have a tornado warning in effect. But again, no warnings for now, which is certainly good news. A PDS tornado watch is in effect until 10 p.m. Be sure to keep it right here on Red Zone Weather. Again, Red Zone Weather text the word updates to 51660. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter. We will keep you posted over the next few hours as this severe weather threat continues to unfold across southwest Alabama and northwest Florida. On behalf of Bruce Thompson and Lee Margaret Bostic, my executive producers, I'm Spinks Megginson saying goodbye for now. We'll see ya in just a little bit.